It's a high point. It's about 8 feet long here. I've got a runoff on each side. So this is my spot. Just want you to see where I'm going with this. I've got my ridge pole set up here, right between these two trees. Taking up some spruce root here, some hemlock root. I'm going to lash that ridge pole to that hemlock tree. Then I'm going to run sides off that ridge pole. So I'm about an hour and a half into this project. You can see I don't know, it's pretty dark in here, but the shelter's taking good shape. It's pouring rain, and here's my shelter. It's a little brighter here today, so here's a little tour of it. My hot cup of tea is waiting me right there. It's a shot straight back. No rain droplets coming down through there. Lots of rain droplets out here. See my stick reinforcements. I'm going to do this kind of quickly because I've got my Android phone recording this and it's pouring out here. This is the other side. Got a good couple layers of insulation there. Leaf litter, sticks. I'm going to head on here and get a nice hot cup of tea. But it feels good to be able to go inside somewhere. It's pretty nice to enjoy the simple pleasures of the shelter. The hemlock boughs really make a difference. Keeping yourself off the wet ground. This ground was already wet to begin with. Everything was wet. Everything is wet. But I'm out of the rain. So for about 3 hours of work, I've got a place that I can seek refuge from some pretty heavy rains. Ridgepole down here. I reinforced that with a Y branch. Earlier in the video you saw some spruce root that I lashed to that. Well, I reinforced it with a Y branch, with a solid Y branch, because there's a considerable amount of weight that that ridge pole here supports. You really want to make sure that your ridge pole is a sound piece of wood, not some punky wood that you pick up off the forest floor. The best idea is to hack down a small tree, or maybe a really solid piece of standing timber to build that ridge pole. Just check it, make sure it's sound, because again, that's supporting the whole show. Everything rides on that. It's been raining here for 3 days straight, so it's kind of nice to do a fun project like this. Working with the leaf litter as a building material is kind of fun. When you begin to accumulate the leaf and twig litter, combined with pine needles and dirt as well, it's interesting how that can stack together as in kind of a patchwork of material in between your frame, and the sticks to your frame. So those twigs really do kind of hold the leaves together. It wouldn't be enough to make a shelter out of strictly leaves. You really do need those small twigs from the forest floor mixed in, because they provide what I would call the internal support of the material. Once again, nature provides for us in a crunch if we just know how to use it in a very simple way.